Hi guys, I can't believe we're finally back here on YouTube after weeks and weeks of vacation. This summer has been so crazy busy for me and my little family, but we're finally here. I wanted to show you guys what we got to do for our family trip to Ocean City in Maryland. My mother-in-law owns a little condo in Ocean City, and so we take a trip out here every year. And as the years go by, we are finding ourselves staying longer and longer. Our daughter jumped into the pool and to the beach as soon as we got there. I myself am not a beach person. I'm such a neat freak that I don't like the sand or salty water, but I focus more on staring at the vast horizon and the endless waves. And I got to reflect on a lot of stuff that has been happening recently. Not to go over too many details, but I have been dealing with a lot of mental health issues recently, just going through some of the recent interpersonal relationship stuff and the usual insecurities and dealing with self worth and self esteem. The summertime and the whole beach scene is still very difficult for me and my body image issue. So I just kept telling myself, just the way that seashells have little imperfections that make them beautiful, my imperfections are still found beautiful as well. This vacation was really about loving our daughter, making the most time with her before the school starts again, and just telling myself that everything is okay. And tell me if this happens with you and your husband as well. I was telling mine that I wish I didn't have anxiety, and he just basically said, don't. I truly wish it was that easy. I'm always so anxious, always looking out for other people, my spatial awareness, situational awareness, trying to people please even strangers. So, this beach trip was really about me trying to empty my thoughts, empty my mind, and just be at peace with myself and others. It rained on our second day of the trip, so we went on an outlet shopping to Delaware where there's no sales tax. I finally caved in and got myself a pair of Hey Dudes shoes so that I can wear closed toe shoes at the shop. And we also got our daughter a new sweatshirt because this girl is growing like a little bean sprout. And it took my husband everything to not buy a Labubu like everyone else. I told him this is a trend. Please don't do it. We went to a bunch of different mini golfs because our daughter is such a big fan. And Joe and I had to pretend to be losing to her because she's so competitive. Did your parents do that, or do you do that for your kids too? Are we weird for doing that? In the end, I think she had a great time, and that was the whole point, so that's okay.
Today's actually the third day of our vacation. I totally forgot to film everything on day one and two, but we didn't miss out too much. Day one, we drove here, unpacked, went to the pool in our apartment building. It was really nice. The water was super warm, and it's towards the end of the season here in the beach town, so there aren't too many people. And we got to go to the beach, collect some seashells in the evening time without the sun, which is good for me because I'm not a beach person myself, which is why I'm sitting here under the shade. The second day was a rainy day, so we went shopping at the outlets. I got a pair of Hey Dudes. I finally caved in and got on the Hey Dudes bandwagon. I don't really have much agenda today in this video. I just wanted to share the footage of what we got to do. And when I'm on the beach, mostly I read a lot, draw a lot, and sleep a lot. I'm getting all the sun I need for the season before we head to the fall. I'm very excited for that. I just opened up my Flash and custom books, and I have been getting a lot of requests. So thank you so much for everyone that showed up and submitted them. I got 53 requests on my first day of opening up the books for to my priority list. So thank you. I look forward to reading everyone's requests once we go home. I am going to focus on this family time and not be on the phone or email as much. So once we do return, I will get back to everyone.
Is it just me, or when you're on vacation, you can't stop thinking about your work? Like I said before, my book was open for the fall scheduling, so I kept checking all my notifications and had to conscientiously tell myself to put the phone down. The week we were there, it was super windy and the waves were very rough. I think there was actually a storm back where we're from, Pennsylvania, and the ocean side was getting the residue of that. My husband couldn't swim in as deep as he would have liked to, but that was totally okay for me and our girl because she is obsessed with collecting seashells. I've been back on a little bit of a Project Mongway kick. So I imagine what would I do if I had the challenge of being inspired by the beach and the things found there and designing a garment from it. So I was looking at the different textures there from the waves, sea foam, sand, seashells, things like that. Just a little bit of daydreaming on my part because I love fashion as well. Look how many seashells our daughter found. We got her this cheap tackle box for her to collect. At the end of the trip, it ended up overflowing with the seashells. We had to leave some behind for other kids to find. This is the book I took to our trip. It was very fast paced and interesting. However, towards the end, it slowed down. I think I was more obsessed with this little bookmark I made using scrapbook paper and ribbon. Just a small little hint of joy on this quiet beach day. Then we came back to our condo to wash ourselves off in the pool. Our daughter is like a little otter. She loves the water, loves playing in it. We quickly washed off and changed to go and get some crabs, which was my only ask during this trip. I love Maryland blue crabs. I'm so glad I grew up with them and am familiar with how to crack them open. Between the two of us, we went through 2 dozens of crabs, so I guess a dozen for each of us. We were so stuffed, but we went to get some more candy as dessert because it's Ocean City, and when in Ocean City, you must get the salt taffies. I ended up having a huge food coma, probably because I got some Bloody Marys with the crabs. So I blacked out, fell asleep in our condo, and my husband was gracious enough to take our daughter out to Jolly Rogers, which is an amusement park in Ocean City. And once I woke up, I joined them for some fun evening rides and activities. He's literally such a good dad because he would go on all the rides that I was not willing to go on because I get dizzy and motion sick very easily. But they were having so much fun. It's like watching two little kids. We also got to watch a circus at Jolly Rogers. It was so intense and cool. I was mesmerized by their costumes, of course. But what was better than the circus itself was watching our daughter's reaction through everything. I think this is the very first circus she got to watch, and her eyes were just sparkling in awe and wonder. And she's just so pure and beautiful. I'm so grateful to have her as our daughter. And I just don't want her to grow up ever, But her birthday's coming up in 2 weeks. I am totally not ready for that. I'm losing my count here, but either on day 4 or 5, we went to Salisbury Zoological Park, which was totally free. It was such a cute little hidden gem that is not as well known around Ocean City as everything else. Our daughter loves animals. She keeps talking about becoming a zookeeper when she grows up. So she had a great time. I also had a great time because everything was shaded. And this was an excuse to be away from the beach and all the people and sun. So I was all happy. Whenever we go to the zoo, it's a time for me to collect some reference photos for animals or flash design ideas. So my mind was busy with all the possible animals that I could be drawing. As you know, I love getting elements from the nature. And it's going to be Halloween season soon. So I'm thinking about drawing more spooky animals. What do you guys think? I know there is another park near us that had otter encounter events where you get to swim with river otters. However, we did not sign up for that one because You have to be 13 years or older, and our daughter's only 7. And because it was $300 per person, so we had to promise our daughter that we will do that when she turns 13, and we'll just have to come back for that. What you see in this cage is a little ocelot, which is a type of wild cat, and it was so cute. I definitely need to create some ocelot designs for my next set of flash. And we also got to see a sleeping beaver. They were a lot bigger than I thought and so fluffy and cute. And this one little alpaca here gave us a little heart attack. It was just sunbathing, but it looked very unalive. Seriously, they were just being lazy and having the time of their lives. I was too after I found this otter sculpture. I love the artistic design in this park. They must have had a sculpture event recently because there were a lot of sculptures around the park. It was really cute and fun here. I definitely recommend it. For dinner, my husband found the Spain Wine Bar near the boardwalk. And let me tell you, this is one of the best places I've ever been to for dinner. It was so good. I had oysters for appetizer, and they came with olive oil sprinkled on top, which is very new to me, but they were so good. And I'm guessing that in Spanish cuisine, tapas are a big thing, like little appetizers. We ended up ordering like 6 different appetizers to try. They were all very, very good. And for dessert, my husband got this pistachio lava cake. It was the best thing ever. I really need to figure out how to make it from home too. I feel like all we've been doing during this vacation was playing and eating, but that's all okay because we're such foodies. We've been working all year long, and I know that when we head back to Pennsylvania, since my books are open, I will be scheduling a lot of appointments this fall and stay fairly busy. After dinner, we took a walk on the boardwalk behind the hotel where the restaurant was placed in, and we got to watch this bird dive in and catch fish. It was so cool. I don't think I got to capture any of it, but my daughter and my husband got to explore and be adventurous while I was having anxiety next to them. But it was all good because we went on the boardwalk and got some caramel popcorn for tradition. I think this was our last and final full day at Ocean City. I have lost count by now, day 5 or 6, and we searched for even more seashells, had so much fun on the beach, jumping the waves. My daughter literally has no stranger danger or anxiety. She would just walk on and on and on in search of new seashells away from us. We had to keep reminding her to stay close. I forgot to mention, I think I discovered my very favorite thing to do on the beach, which is to people watch. Not just people watch, but watch for their tattoos. Some people have some gnarly tattoos, and there are a few covered in amazing tattoos. It just goes to show that humans are ingrained to decorate themselves and make their memories and stories permanent and visible. I'm still so in love with my craft. I feel very fortunate to be in it, and this travel definitely confirmed that. Later in the afternoon, we went to visit Tidal Roots, which is a garden nursery slash gift shop in Berlin, Maryland. It was recommended by one of my favorite clients from Maryland herself. They had so many rare plants that I wanted to bring home to the shop, but I was reminded we don't have space, and at home we have cats and dogs, so we can't do that. We spent the rest of the evening at the mini golf again and tried to make the most out of everything. I just love my family and had a great time.